Hey, what's going on, my little strawberries?
Hi.
Welcome back to Comedy Chow. It's me, Mario.
I'm Natalie.
We are just cranking these bad boys out, just flapjacks and bacon, just making it happen, you know? Yeah. Like, what's up? We got some new stuff in the studio.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, we turned your living room into a studio.
Yeah, this is pretty awesome. We invested in some nice little some material behind us, you know?
Yeah.
We have a nice little beautiful Comedy Chow logo for you guys.
It's not little though, that's for sure.
No, this thing is huge. I took it from a homeless person and just painted over it. So that is someone's home.
You took one of his walls.
Yeah.
And decided, excuse me, sir, I need this for my podcast.
Yeah, I was like, you know what would be really good? You don't need this for your house.
For sure.
I definitely need this for my comedy poster. So
yeah,
here we are, you know?
It looks good.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. How do you feel about my socks and sandals?
It's a real old man look.
Oh, yeah.
That you're rocking.
Listen, this is how I imagine I'm going to dress when I'm old, just because it's like Nike. So I think I'm cool, but I'm still going to wear like socks with them.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I might be fly.
Sure.
I'll be one of those old guys where I'm like, what's up, player?
Oh my God.
What's up, player? That'll be me.
Hopefully not.
I'll be pointing to the old, I see you, Slick. I'm going to start calling young people Slick. What up, Slick?
Don't they call them old heads?
Well, I would be an old head.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Like, I'd be an old head. For sure. I'm already an old head. To somebody that does TikTok?
Oh, God, yeah.
I'm old as dirt.
You're ancient.
No, I really am.
So the socks and sandals are very appropriate for you.
Yeah, I hope it's not distracting.
Yeah. No.
Not so much.
It's an eyesore, but it's not distracting.
Yeah, no, it's really covers up my my corns. So what is it? A lot happened this week, right? A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
How was your Easter Sunday? Did you celebrate Easter?
I did. I went to church for the first time. The last time I went to church, I was 14 or 15. I was a kid. So, yeah, I did my confirmation. And I was like, all right, that's it. We're done. Yeah. We're done with church. And I don't know.
You're confirmed. I don't like being here.
I can confirm. This is not what I want to do.
Boring.
I'm done. But church wasn't really like we went, but it wasn't a big thing in my family. So, and like my parents encouraged me to find they were like, there's other outlets out there. There's other religion. Like it was just very like, we're very open about it.
Yeah.
Very, I guess, flexible. But I just felt, I don't know.
Religious. I mean, or kind of.
Kind of. Yes and no. Like, I think they went for the big holidays, but they were not like every Sunday. Like my mom actually did go for a few years every Sunday.
Okay. Nice.
And then I don't know. But I think that like, it's one of those things that you like, it's your relationship with spirituality and religion or whatever. And like, for me, I don't know, this year I was like compelled to go. So I went.
There we go. Yeah. You know what? I think it hit all of us the same way. Like, I think I caught the Holy Ghost because normally I don't go to church like at all, just because whatever. I normally work on Sundays. It just doesn't happen. But this Sunday I was like, let's do it. So I went. And since we are like a comedy / food podcast, I had church breakfast.
You really did.
I had church breakfast, which if for anybody that doesn't know what church breakfast is, let me tell you something. Like most churches don't serve breakfast. Come to find out, you know, I'm a little bit spoiled. Like I have like my church is like the Marriott of churches. They're just like complimentary breakfast. Here you go. Right. It is the most random selection of buffet food you'll ever get because it's like you'll have your bagels, you'll have your orange juice, but then you'll also have like lasagna, you'll have like chicken wings, and then you'll also have cupcakes. It's just it's
well, those are the main food groups, let's be real.
Yeah, I mean it does cover all of them. And you're definitely you're praying to Jesus after that. After you eat all that stuff, you're definitely praying that for this too shall pass.
Well, your Easter breakfast was a special one too, because you also had like some egg dishes. Didn't you say?
Oh my God, yeah, that's right. So we actually ate eggs too, which I don't know, is that against the rules? Like,
no, I think once it's Easter Sunday, it's like it's like
eggs are part of the thing.
I feel like it's like he's risen, do whatever you want now. I don't know, all bets are off, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
But you were like, you had an egg thing.
Yeah, I ate this little like egg quiche situation where it's kind of like something that I noticed from a few years ago people were doing that was going viral, where you take a muffin tray, okay, and then you go ahead and you crack eggs. And you basically make like mini omelets inside of a muffin.
Yeah, you bake them. You bake them. And you can add like sausage, pepper. Like you can add whatever you want in there.
Yo, whatever. There was little pieces of bacon in there. It was really, really good.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that stuff.
Yeah. I've always been meaning to do that. Like I have a muffin pan and I should just do that and like cook enough, because you can freeze them and then you heat them up. And then you have breakfast for a week or however long.
I thought you were going to say forever. And you have breakfast forever. Just,
forever.
That is the miracle of God.
Yeah.
It just
if
makes
you
it
do
just
it
keep
on Easter
coming.
Sunday, they just keep coming, magically appearing. That's how it works.
I was addicted like 5 years ago to making those little muffin things. That's why I have a muffin tray. I stole that from my mom, by the way. Like my mom has every item imaginable in the kitchen. And what I would do is you would take bacon. Okay. You take a bacon strip, you cut that into like 2 smaller strips, and then you line the inside of the muffin pan, and then you crack your eggs, you put it in there, and then you bake everything together at the same time.
That's a very popular recipe.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. So so did that. What else did I have? I had church coffee. Okay.
How is that different from regular coffee?
It's got the blood of Christ in it, and
it's coffee with wine.
Yeah, I mean, blood of my blood.
Sure.
And that's why in the hood his name is Jesus Briced.
All right.
Because when you're a blood, you can't pronounce the C's. Anyway, sorry, it's a little bit.
This is a late night episode humor. Too, so we're gonna be throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks.
Hey, let's do it.
That one didn't.
Jesus Christ. What up, blood? Anyway, all right, whatever, man.
Stop initiating Jesus into a gang.
I'll just keep doing it. What up, blood?
Oh man, so ridiculous. Church coffee, church quiche.
Listen, anything that happens at church, you just call it church or whatever. So I had church cookies.
It makes it special.
Yeah, church orange juice.
There you go.
I got church molested. No, I'm fine. I'm okay. Nothing happened. My pastor was real. He's a nice guy, man.
Yeah.
He actually, when he was doing his like sermon or whatever it's called, he, first of all, as a performer, like I said, I was looking at him just kind of like, yo, dude, you did like 40 minutes, bro. You like didn't repeat yourself. Like you used your notes. All right. Got to get better at not using your notes if you're doing it to 40. But he got through it. And every time he would make a point about why we celebrate Easter, he would just end it with, you got to look into it. He just kept saying that. You got to look into it. Which I just love when my pastor has the same confidence as a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing like flat earthers. Like, bro, just look into it, bro. Just look into it, bro. I mean, I think it has the same tone. You just go and you have people just like, yo, you turned water into wine. Just look into it. You could do that. Water, grapes. The wine industry doesn't want you to know you can make your own wine. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he said during the sermon?
No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that at all, actually.
That's funny. That's really funny. He just kept saying, just look into it.
Just look into it.
I love that.
And also, too, he must have noticed that there were people there that don't normally go.
Oh, they know.
Because he was saying it. No, yeah, because he was saying it. He was just like, look, maybe you're just kicking the tires. Just trying it out, seeing if this is for you. All I'm saying is look into it. Look into it. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. Cute. He could tell that there was people there that just, for whatever reason,
That got brought up in the service that I went to too, that it was like for any newcomers. They put it very gently, like just threw it out there like, hopefully we see you again.
It's very nice.
And I think that that's, you know, I'm sure we're not the only ones who had the
bug. Well, I've been going to this church since I was a little boy, and it's always like changed, kind of like whatever that's called, like hands, in terms of like whoever runs the church. So whenever I'm there, like, I don't know, man, it reminds me of being a little kid, just like running around, you know, just pissing in the stairwell. No, I have no idea. Yeah, I don't care.
You seem like one, uncontrollable.
Yeah,
just a pisser.
God, I used to fall asleep. I used to be a little kid. I used to be so bored, I would like fall asleep. And then my mom would like squeeze me. Yeah. You know?
Because she like telling you to like fucking stop it.
Yeah, she'd be like, stop. I'd be like, all right. But anyway, so yeah, so did that. That was my Easter. It was pretty good. Cool.
How has the rest of your week been?
Yo, it's been all right, you know? Working on some stuff. I mean, by the time this comes out, this will be like way in the past, but I got some shows coming up, stuff like that too. I know we're on the same show together over at Comedy Mob, which is going to be awesome.
Yep. It's on Thursday.
It's on Thursday. It's going to be at New York Comedy Club, the one on 24th Street. Definitely one of my favorite mics to do because you're in front of a real audience. This is literally what we try to do every single day. You know, more often than not, you're doing open mics in front of comedians that are just, even if they're your friends, they don't give a shit. They're there to work on their own stuff and just get the words out. So it's kind of cool to actually work it in front of, you know, an audience. So it's just more stage time. So it's cool. So I like it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, same. It's really fun, and I mean, it's definitely one of the more competitive mics that you have to get on just by like signing up. Like, it's very difficult to get on it. It's very popular. Yeah. And every time they post it on Instagram, we try to catch the signups. By the time we get to it, they're already closed. They're full. Yeah. You know, and so this is going to be our second one, and yeah, I think it'll be a good time, and you feel good about your set this week.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I feel pretty good. I got some pee and poop jokes, and I think those go over well. So we're gonna
just round it out, fart and cum, and you'll be good to go.
I fart cum actually. That's a little trick I have, but yeah. So whatever, man. We're gonna have some fun. It's gonna be good. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm excited for it. Yeah. And then once I do this, hopefully I get something out of it in terms of like just some good tapage. Then I want to write some newer stuff and just keep on working with that. I don't know. I get bored of my stuff pretty easily. It's really weird. It's like, of course, listen, most comics, I don't care how good you think you are, a lot of it's going to stink until you get a couple of gems here and there, right?
I imagine in a few months we'll look back at this material and be like, that was disgusting.
Or that was the worst shit ever.
I think like you're in a good upswing with your material and you go through ebbs and flows, but like I'm going through a bit of a rut right now where I keep doing my material. I go up on open mics just to keep, practicing and stay limber. You always want to keep, you don't want to get too rusty. And it's just like none of it's hitting, like none of it, like not a single reaction. Okay. And so
have you ever thought maybe you're just not good? No, I'm joking. I'm kidding.
There it is. I was actually compelled to text you like after I got on. I was like, "Am I funny?" Like I had one of those like mini spirals because it's like you get off and then like people clapped or whatever, but they didn't like laugh. Like I saw a lot of smiles, which is like nothing. I'm like, I need it to elevate to a laughter. I got nothing. Yeah. And so usually when I get off stage, as most comics do, I'm sure they just recite everything that just happened, like their whole set. And then you're like, oh, that went terribly. Or just like, I got nothing,
Yeah, correct. There's also, well, there's also that, right? But then there's also that you think it went pretty well. And then let's just say you recorded it and you're rewatching it and there's like no laughs and you go, what was happening in my brain? I heard laughs. Like, are there phantom laughs happening?
Yeah. And I think that's a product of the fact that like, cause I also edit video. I've been editing video for comics. I like edit by by trade, I guess you say, I went to school for editing and post-production. I have run into, when you record it, you're never really going to get the full like laughter or reaction that you got in the room. It's always going to be tempered down a little bit. So it's always going to seem like you didn't do well when you watch your videos, because I have my tapes and I'm like, I hate all of this. But I think it's just because, like, again, like it just doesn't, it's not always recorded so well when you just like record off of your phone or even like some room tapes. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's how I'm going to sell it to agents. I'll be like, trust me, you had to be there.
No, yeah, that's not going to work for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all that silence, it's actual laughter inside. Yeah.
Here's 10 minutes, but I assure you, just, come see me live. That's different. That's better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you'd laugh over this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, I don't know. So whatever, like, look, you just got to record. You got to do your stuff, go over it. We all go through it, man. Mm-hmm. Like I'll go through a whole month or two where I'm just like, I hate everything. I hate everything about me. I'm not funny. Mm-hmm. This sucks, and then, then literally all it takes is for you to write one joke that you're not even too sure if it works. And then it does well. And you go, oh my God, like, all right, like I'm back. Yeah. Like I'm back. Like, I think I got something here. I think I can make this work. Mm-hmm. You know what helps too? Seeing comics that aren't so good. And you go, you know what? At least I'm not that person. You know what I mean? You're like, all right.
I was joking around about this. It helps you. It makes me feel better when I shit on other comics as well. I mean, I don't actually, but like when you just, because there is some level of competitiveness to it. Everybody that goes up wants to kill.
Yeah.
And so if you don't, you feel terrible. But then if you see other people not doing well either, you're like, okay, great. You also had a shit time. Good.
Yes.
It's like if it's like one of those things of like, if I don't do well, nobody does well.
Oh,
I don't necessarily aim to think that way, but I think that's just kind of like a product of all the comics just being in the room and being like looking at each other and analyzing each other and being like, well, if so-and-so sucked or if they bombed, then.
Sure. I think there's markers, right? Yeah. There's like markers of just like if there's somebody in the room that you truly think their stuff is good and, they're not hitting or they're not catching a rhythm. You're just like, okay, like, and you're just seeing that repeatedly with other comics. Then, yeah, sure. You're just like, all right, it's just a room. Everybody's maybe in a bad mood today or whatever the case is. But no, more often than not, I think these open mics are just brutal, man. They're brutal, but I mean, but it's what you got to do. What? Oh, that's somebody outside.
Sorry, I just heard like a crazy honking outside. It sounded like a clown car.
That's my Ford Model T that's outside. Yeah,
seriously.
From 1908.
I was like, what is that, a time machine that's like coming to get you?
Yeah, that thing. Oh, God.
So stupid. Yeah. Well, we'll see. It's like I said, I'm going through a downturn, but it happens. It's very normal.
Yeah.
Gotta swing back up at some point, hopefully.
This sounds like an audio diary right now for some reason to me.
What happens?
Where it's like the year of our Lord. April 18th.
For the love of God, please let me make up one joke.
Let me get a laugh. Joke. You know what I mean? I'm staring into the abyss.
Seriously.
The rain. Like, this is perfect. Like, this is Batman weather.
That's how I feel. It's either my soul or the punchline, and God forbid. If the punchline doesn't hit, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
No, not too. That's too dramatic. It's not that serious. There's an ebb and a flow to it, but also, like, I've been producing my own mic. I've been working on producing my own mic. That we had our first one. Myself, another comic, Heidi Whitworth. We produce our own mic, and we started it last week. Now we're sort of in a like, okay, first one in the can. That was great. It was a success. And I'm so thankful for all the comics who came out. But now we got to like figure out how to keep it going. And what we need to do with that. And so. It's hard. It's hard when you're like these days. You have to be doing all different things. You have to be doing comedy on all fronts.
Yeah.
So
I mean, before you could have just one joke that could just be so good it like made people hysterical.
Yeah.
Like it drove people insane. They were like, "Oh my, have you heard this person's joke?" And that's all it took. Now it's just like You have to build your own film studio. I mean, look what we're doing here.
Yeah. There's 1 million lights up right now.
Oh, yeah. No, it's crazy. Like, this is the only thing keeping me awake right now. Like, I want to pass out.
I know. We're all so tired. Like I said, it's a late episode.
I know that's exciting for you guys to hear. But anyway,
we're so tired. No, I'm being honest, but we're rallying because we like the podcast.
I'm having fun. I love this stuff. I love all this stuff, man. I think we have to start doing a little bit more like I've been thinking some food battles. I think that's cool. Yeah,
we've been toying around with some ideas for that.
Yeah.
One of them in particular I think is going to get very heated.
Yeah, we do have some restaurants that we're going to pit against each other. I mean, here's the deal, right? We don't want to be like some other podcasts, no disrespect to them, but we're talking all things food here, so right? Sure. So like something's going to be like, hey, our favorites or like our worst rankings, right? Perfectly rated, overly rated, underrated, that type of stuff.
Well, those are also some of the best conversations I've had with my friends, like comics or non-comics, of just like we would rate like best fast food chains, or even like people who are not from New York or from other parts of the country. They talk about what's popular near them. And I think I'm always so intrigued by that.
Oh,
like, yeah. As an example.
Listen, whenever anybody tells me about their cuisine and they're not from like let's just say they're American, right?
Sure.
And they tell me about like, oh, you got to come to Connecticut. Our bagels are amazing. And I'm just like, I doubt it.
You get your water from New York.
Highly doubt it.
Stop fucking around.
Yeah, listen, look, I'm not going to lie. We are the pinnacle of, I think New York, hands down, is the pinnacle of cuisine because reason being is, okay, we have everything. Mm-hmm. All right. And sure, there are degrees of what you're going to get. So, for instance, you could have Thai that's not so good, but then you could also have Thai that's amazing. Mm-hmm. But it's because we have so many. You go to a place like Connecticut, there's one Thai restaurant. Mm-hmm. So it's got to be good because it's their only Thai restaurant. They have nothing to compare it against.
Yeah.
So it could be shit Thai, but to them it's amazing.
Yeah.
Same thing with the pizza. They'll be like, "Oh, the pizza's so great. You gotta eat it." And I'm like, "What is this? What is this cardboard?"
Yeah, I spoiled living in the city. You can get every type of food. You can get it a million times over. There's so many different restaurants. An example, Italian restaurants in the city.
Yeah.
So spoiled by them. When I go upstate, we have like pizza or pasta or whatever. I'm like, this is subpar.
Yeah, you have a Sbarro's. That's about it.
All right. Well, we have a few more than that.
Oh, sorry. Chuck E. Cheese pizza. Sorry.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
They were like, who wants chicken tendies?
I love a good chicken tendy, so don't knock it. I know you're trying to be sophisticated right now.
I do like chicken tenders.
There you go.
Like if I had to pick a quick fast food, if I'm at like a ball game or something, chicken and like I'm hungry, chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders or chicken nuggets?
Tenders.
All right.
Tenders make me feel fancy. They make me feel like I'm eating real food, even though we all know it's not. But it makes me feel that way.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they don't. They have some good food upstate. It's not like they don't. I think because a lot of people have also moved out of the city upstate as well, and taken some of that New York cuisine with them, depending on where you go.
Yeah.
Like if you're in Beacon, they call Beacon, New York, the upstate version of Brooklyn.
I've been to Beacon. I don't remember being like that.
Well, just in terms of like,
I didn't see dudes in giant unicycles or something.
I don't
mustaches.
Well, I've seen, all right. Well, it's pretty artsy or whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's again, look, I'm from New York. I'm born and raised in New York.
Yeah, that's where that pride comes. That fucking defending New York pride comes in.
Yeah, because you guys literally have one store.
No, we don't. Oh my God.
There'll be one store up there and they'll be like, look how artsy we are. Look, they sell their own beeswax. And you're like, yeah, you're one store. We have 40 of those in a block. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong. They have more than one.
Yeah, 2. Oh, shit. Sorry. And they're both competitors. I went to Beacon and there was one donut shop in the whole neighborhood. Just
How many years ago?
3. This is month of the pandemic. 2020. This is March. This is right around my birthday. And I went up there and there was one donut shop. I can't even tell you if there was another bakery. I think there was like a diner. There was like 1 or 2 diners. And that's it. And then like, I think an Italian restaurant. And then some like Mexican place that was like so, for lack of a better term, whitewashed. It wasn't like so, you know, it didn't feel authentic. Anyway, point being is it was real sleepy. It's a little sleepy town.
We're going to have some real interesting conversations during this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. You make it seem like Beacon was such like that was like desolate. There was like nothing.
Look, everything is different outside the city. I mean, I know that goes without saying. Everything is different anywhere else, right? But the point being is just like, I'm just used to the dense New York, just everything's happening. It's exciting. You have 40 different donut shops.
Yeah.
Over there, they're just like, you got to try our walnut cake. And it's just the one place that makes baked goods. You know what I'm saying? And they like pride it on that one place. And you're like, yeah, because there's nothing else here.
I can't wait till the people of Beacon come for you.
Yeah, is that what it is? Beacon, New York. You heard it. You heard it here first, all right? Step your culinary game up.
Sure. All
right? Add some Joe's Pizza up there or whatever pizza. Whatever you guys got going on up there. But I did go to a nice little, what is that called? Not a winery. What is that called?
A vineyard.
No, because it was inside of a shop.
A wine store?
I guess. I think it was...
Wine and spirits?
I think it's a winery. A winery is where you go where I believe, I mean, I could be totally wrong, is where you go to just like drink wine and they bring wines in.
Okay.
Yeah, because a vineyard, that's where the actual vines are. So that's where they actually like produce the wine. I think a winery is just a place you drink the wine.
Okay. From
their vineyard. Anyway, went to a place that was called Asher Rowan. Asher Rowan, where it's family owned, and the lady is, you know, she's like the mom. Asher and Rowan are actually her sons. And they started this little winery, and it was like really good wine. Like they distill their own wine or whatever it's called, not distill, but whatever. They make their own wines, and it was pretty cool. Her shop, it's in Beacon again. Like I said, it's inside of an old bank. So you still see the big old safe in the back.
That's cool.
It's so awesome. Cool. I love that kind of stuff. Yeah. You know? So
cool. Awesome.
Yep. Story time, everyone go to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to pass
That's what it sounds like. I was boring myself with that story. I'm like, there's a place and just you do things there.
Yeah, and I don't know if I mentioned this yet on the podcast, but the reason we went down this rabbit hole because we go down and we talk about Upstate pretty often because I'm from Upstate.
Yeah.
And when I mean talk about it, I mean I mention it and then you trash it.
Yeah, because there's nothing but raccoons and haystacks up there.
Facts. So, noted. I just needed you to say it on the mic.
Yeah.
For the record.
I mean, we all know there's nothing going on up there but missing teeth and just...
Cool.
And just staring at blades of grass. Like, what are we talking about? You know, you guys have what is that called? Pickle and par?
I'm sorry. Were we trying to grow an audience with this podcast? I don't know what we were trying to do.
No, look, I mean, I'm not saying, look, what I'm saying is this is going to be entertaining for them.
Sure. You're going to roast them and then bring them back.
Yeah. I mean, this is for you to hear it, you know?
Yeah, you heard it here first.
This will give you something to do while you're on your rocking chair, whatever it is that you're doing up there.
Yeah. I don't think it's as hillbilly as you think, but
look, no, they're very nice up there though. They're very nice up there. They're sweet people. They are.
All right. Well, moving on from Upstate shenanigans. Yeah. What else is going on this week? Did you have anything good to eat this week?
That's a really good question. I mean, we had some pad thai tonight. That was cool. Anything cool this week? Well, Not so much. I mean, again, church food. I had some homemade pastelitos, which are like empanadas, basically. That was so good. And then they had these other things called the bacalaitos. So I don't know if you could tell, but it's like a Spanish church at this point. And it's all handmade. And bacalaitos are basically these little like medallion, like little like salmon or like fish medallions. Normally it's like whiting or one of those, and it's like fried. It's like a little, fish cake.
Yeah,
it's delicious. It's really, really good.
Nice.
No sauce though. I don't know what happened with the sauce, but it was still good.
Nice. That's awesome.
Popped a few of those, drank a coffee, shit my brains out. There we go.
Very good. Very good. Got the whole life cycle there.
Yeah, I mean, that's just what it is. Lord giveth and Lord taketh away.
Cool.
Yeah.
What did I have? Saw my family on Sunday, had pastelitos. That was good.
Oh, they made pastelas now?
My grandmother always has them made. She was a hookup. Yeah.
Wow. So, because pastelas for most Spanish people, it's only right around Christmas.
Yeah, we have them all year round.
Oh, she has like a surplus?
Oh, yeah. She knows a lady who makes them.
All year round. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yo, man, we need to start bartering that for some cheaper oil. You know what I mean? Like, they're using oil reserves. They should be using this lady to get some pastelitos and start, bartering deals over here with Ukraine.
She knows a few people
in Ukraine.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Who make it?
She sends them?
Make pastelas. Yeah, they send it over.
She send them over.
They're from the Ukraine. Yeah, they have a little
they trade
flag
them for
on
weapons.
Them. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually part of an underground market, the black market.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
I don't know where I'm going with that. The point is, I had them. They were pretty good.
Yeah.
Then what else? We had cake, which was delicious. It was a coconut vanilla. It was okay. It was pretty good. Nothing crazy. And then that was it. My family lives in Harlem, so I took the train back down.
Nice.
So I had to host a show on Sunday. And I passed by this really cute like oyster bar on Lexington and 104.
Nice.
That's like so random because it's essentially kind of still the hood there. A little bit.
It's next to like a Kennedy Fried Chicken probably.
Yeah, well, something like that. And then I just walked and all of a sudden I saw these like really pretty plants and like this outdoor seating. And I'm like, this looks like it's like Upper West Side. And it's like this really cute oyster bar called Allison.
Nice.
I grabbed a coffee from there because I didn't have time to stay. But it was like a little oyster bar, wine bar situation. So bookmarking for one of these days.
Hell yeah.
So it looks good. And then what's it? When is it today? Yeah, today. I don't know. It's just been, now we're back to the grind. So it's always kind of like just grab and eat whenever you can, unfortunately. Although we had Thai food tonight, so that was good.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, definitely that helped out. Starving. But yeah, I haven't had Thai in like a hot second.
Sure.
And I don't know about you, but when I go to Thai restaurants, I typically lean towards curry. Only because I feel like I got the pad Thai today. That's my first time getting pad Thai. I think that's a basic bitch thing to get.
Yeah, I've gotten it before. That's a good starter, like a good entry level dish into the like Thai cuisine.
Exactly. But I was like, let me go back to my roots. Let me do it. And it was good.
Sure.
It was good stuff.
I got the pineapple fried rice, which surprisingly had curry in it. It normally doesn't, but it did. And it was pretty good. I have to say it was very interesting. But yeah, I think the thing also with Thai food is like when it's spicy, it's really spicy.
Yeah.
So I got to be careful with that. I don't have the biggest tolerance for spicy foods. Some people can like have it and they love it and they crave it. I'm not one of those.
Yeah, those people, listen, I do like spicy food, but when it gets so spicy that I can't inhale, that's when it's bad.
Yeah, some people like the way it like clears out. I'm like, that's crazy, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's a little, take a Benadryl. It's like not that serious.
Yeah, that's a bigger problem.
Yeah, you don't have to, you're using cop level pepper spray in your face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With your food. That's insane.
Yeah. But that's really it. I mean, like I said, I've been on the go. I had a smoothie today, which, I mean, there's only one place I go to get smoothies. I've told you before, Juice Generation.
Yeah.
Is one of my favorites. So I'm like that. I basically just...
the elitist of the juices. If we're going to
just
put it
Juice
out there.
Press. I thought it was Juice Press was more elite than Juice Generation.
Actually, that's a really good point. But that's like, it's like, are you Upper East Side or Upper West Side? That's what it feels like.
They have, well, yeah, they're kind of the same, but I don't know. I like Juice Generation because when I worked in this restaurant years ago, there was a Juice Generation across the street. They were cool. They hooked us up, and I just loved their smoothies. So that, I mean, but that was, I basically just had like I made eggs this morning, which was fine, but like otherwise I just had I literally had a smoothie for lunch, and that was it.
Jesus Christ.
So it's been kind of a crazy day.
Yeah, all right.
You
going through something? Is everything okay? I'm just drinking juices now. That's what I do. I'm Gwyneth Paltrow.
I'm gonna full cleanse.
Yeah,
I don't know if I could do a full cleanse, actually. I've been thinking about it because Juice Generation, again, they do smoothies, but they also do a lot of juices. They do something called a cold warrior, which is like a hot ginger turmeric like sort of drink. So if you're ever sick, like that kind of brings you back to life, which is great. It's like orange juice, hot orange juice, which seems weird, but it's all good. But they have like you can do like a 24-hour cleanse, like they're pre-made bottles of juices. And I want to do it, but I'm a little nervous of how I would be on a cleanse where it's like, that's all you eat. Like you don't eat any solid foods. You just drink the juices and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, you could ask a homeless person about that.
Okay. You're just making me feel weird about all the things.
It's pretty easy.
Any other recommendations? Just ask a homeless person?
Yeah.
All right, great. We're moving on then. Let me check in when I ask them and I interview them and ask them for pro tips.
Yeah, just find
cleanses.
a real skinny one and be like, how's that cleanse you're doing?
Yeah.
You're looking good.
No, you look thin. You look nice and slim.
Waistline is really...
It's not even there.
Yeah, it's snatched. Yeah, you're killing it. Or dying. I don't know. Whatever.
All right.
Yeah, this is where I am today.
You're going. I see where you're going now. Yeah.
Let's see what else we got for you guys. Let's see what else we got going on here. All right. Oof.
I'm coming up on 40 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of losing it. But listen, we got this. This is a new thing now.
Yes. Listen, we can record a shorter episode today. That's totally fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you guys are going to get something. That's for sure.
We covered a lot of ground here.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we're going to have more stuff coming up. That's totally fine. Like I said, eventually we'll have some dates. You know what I mean? Like dates as in like comedy dates. Because right now we're recording everything in real time. Yeah. So we're recording it and literally same week we have these things to do. Yeah. But this is going to come out way later. So, but that's totally fine. I think eventually it'll catch up.
I thought you meant the other kind of dates.
No. Oh, yeah. Be like, we're on the apps and we're going to have dates. So, awesome. I don't know. Anything else you want to close with?
No, I feel like, we covered it. We checked in. Yeah, you talked about the reviews, the reviews on Instagram.
Oh, yeah. So I've been doing some food reviews on Instagram. Got a lot more of those coming up, too. So I don't know. I'm trying to map it out. It's just, look, I got a job, you know what I mean? I work full time. So it's just kind of hard to kind of jump around a little bit. But that's the idea, is to just do a lot more food reviews. I'm going to do a lot of the classic places, but then I'm also going to do some niche kind of smaller places that I know about that I think not everybody really gets into. And I think that'll be really cool to kind of shine a light on, like, those like culinary experiences that are happening all around New York City. Yep. So I'm willing to risk getting heart disease and diabetes for you guys. Hopefully that that does something.
I'll be there to witness it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that's fine. If I start grabbing my chest, just being like, it's okay. That's just a That's just a donut.
No, he just loves it so much. He loves the food.
Yeah, he's expressing like, oh my God.
Exactly.
Cool. Well, you know what? Thanks for listening, guys. You guys are amazing. Please, like, do all the things, share. We really appreciate it. If you guys have recommendations for restaurants or any type of food or something like that, you let us know. We went to Veselka. Side note, real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. My first time going there. I'm a born and bred New Yorker. Didn't try the borscht, but that's okay. It looked really good. But we had pierogies. Pierogies, I like them. They're like empanadas. I think we're all related.
Yeah, every country, every culture almost has like a dough with meat, cheese, something filled inside.
Yeah,
so
I feel like that's common.
We're just gonna, one of these days we need to do like visit different dumplings of the world and what they're called, because those are basically what they are.
Oh,
so,
100%. Yeah, so we'll definitely do that. But yeah, so we got some stuff lined up for you guys. This is gonna be fun. It really is. Natalie, you got anything else?
That's it. Follow us on Comedychowpod on Instagram and
TikTok.
We're also on TikTok. Yep. And that's it.
Yeah. All right, guys.
All right.
Peace.
Bye.